Moin, moin, moin. Leute, was geht ab hier? Wir zocken Genshin Impact und wir zocken heute die neue Archon Quest. Freunde. Ja, ne? Fangen wir mal an. Wir sind dort in das Fortress rein. Fort Merpid. Ja.
The Steambird is an excellent publication. They have many outstanding journalists, and the editor-in-chief is always open to new ideas. But most important, they pay their writers on
Ich hole mir noch was zu trinken und dann geht's ab. Bis gleich.
There are lots of journalists in the court of Fontaine, but not all of them hold themselves to a high professional standard. If you're ever looking to do an interview, I'm your best choice.
So, dann würde ich mal sagen, ab die Post. Wir haben schon genug Zeit vergeudet.
This is the life. Wait a sec. Isn't something important supposed to happen today? Oh, today's our big day! We're supposed to leave the Fortress of Mirapede! Come on! We've got to go complete the release procedures now!
So, also heute ist wohl unsere Entlassung aus dem Gefängnis. Interessant auf jeden Fall.
Please, sign here. This document will be effective immediately upon signing, and you two may exit the Fortress of Mirapede via the regular channels.
It's been so long since we've been to the surface. Let's hurry up and... Huh?
What's happening? I'm fine, thanks. But I wonder what that tremor was just now.
Let's go ask the Duke.
Der Beginn eines neuen Lebens. Blablabla haben wir bekommen. Okay. Dann gehen wir mal gucken, was Riosley so treibt. Klopf, klopf. Trinkt bestimmt wieder Tee.
Your Grace?
Ah, good to see you two. Is there something you wish to see me about?
Yeah, what was with that earthquake just now?
Ah, that. The tremor didn't originate from the seafloor. In fact, it seems it came from the surface. Over the years of serving as the warden here, I have developed a sense for distinguishing between what occurs on the surface and what occurs underwater. Besides, the seal that Monsieur Neuvillette set in place won't fail so easily.
So the fortress is okay?
If you recall our last incident, if there really were a problem, there would be crowds of inmates in a panic right now.
Huh. You've got a point. Okay, seems we need to get back up to the surface and ask about what happened. By the way, do you know what day it is today?
I believe today is this month's pipe cleaning day.
Wait, seriously?
Ah, yes. Have you completed your release papers?
Yep. It's you two. Are you leaving now? That's right. Today is our last day in prison. But now that Paimon says that, it doesn't feel like we were confined here. Oh yeah, Paimon feels fond of this place now. Then be sure to come back and visit. I'll miss you.
If you've signed the release papers, then you're free to go. The guards will escort you out.
You're not going to see us off?
I knew you'd ask. All right, sure. Let's go.
Well, you actually agreed. No worries, you must be busy. Paimon was just joking.
Ah, so you do have a polite side, I see.
After being down here for so long, I imagine you must feel like you're lacking companionship. Shall I come along too? Yeah, don't worry, we'll come back to see you. Paimon really likes the cafeteria here. The chefs sure do know how to make good grub.
I hope you won't be here as convicts the next time I see you.
We'll do our best to stay out of trouble. Well, it seems our work in the Fortress of Mirabede is finished. That's the end of another chapter in our journey. And since Neuvillette was the one who asked us to come here, we should probably go report to him now. Next up, the Palais Mermonia. You're going to see Monsieur Neuvillette? Please pass on our kind regards.
I'm sure just your regards will do, no?
I believe it would be the polite thing to do.
You're right. I've heard the Palais has been terribly busy these days. Tell him that I hope he hasn't been overwhelmed by the recent string of troubles.
So, da können wir uns hintippen. Palais Mermonia. Mal schauen, was da auf uns wartet. Ne? Mal ein bisschen mit Neuvillette quatschen. Mit Farina Kuchen essen. Mal schauen, was da jetzt so passiert. Okay. Sieht näher nach Neuvillette aus. Oh.
The Palais Mermonia sure is buzzing with activity today.
Halt! Huh? Oh, it's you two. Apologies. Monsieur Neuvillette did say you'd be welcome at any time.
Excuse me. Would you mind helping me take a look at this report?
I'll be right there. Sorry, I've got my hands full here. You can see yourselves in.
Everyone's so busy. Seems a lot has been happening.
So ein bisschen. So ein bisschen ist passiert. Scheiß Transition auf jeden Fall.
Hello. You've come at the right time, but you'll have to wait for just a moment, as there are some urgent matters I must tend to first. In the meantime, please, have a seat. If you'd like to have something to drink, let the Melusine outside know.
That's all right. We just ate.
Very well, then.
Let's take a break over there while we wait for him to finish his work.
All right. That should wrap things up for now.
Are you done with your work?
Yes, sorry to keep you waiting. Today should be the day you were released from the Fortress of Mirapede, and it appears that you've managed to complete all the release paperwork.
That's right. And we came here to see you right away.
massive whale.
Do you have any idea what that might be?
Judging from your description, that cannot have occurred in any ordinary waters, but rather something like the primordial sea. A whale of that size and shape cannot usually be found in the waters of Tevat. Therefore, we can only assume that Child is presently immersed in primordial seawater.
Immersed in primordial seawater? But how? And is he okay?
Most people wouldn't be capable of entering in the first place. I'm not completely sure how he could have gotten there myself. Yes? What is it?
Ah, right! Paimon felt it too! We asked the Duke and he said it wasn't from underwater, so we figured you might know something about it.
It turns out that I have just received a report about this particular matter. In fact, that's exactly what I was busy with a moment ago. The source of the tremor was here on the surface near Poisson. After the shaking stopped, the water levels in the Poisson area rose at an alarming rate.
The water levels rose? Oh no! What about all the people there?
Fortunately, the water levels only rose for a short period of time, and have already returned to normal now. If the change in water levels is connected with the leaking primordial seawater, then the situation in Poisson may be much worse than it appears.
Navia should be in Poisson, right? We need to go check on her!
I would also like to go there as soon as possible, but I'm afraid I can't leave just yet. We must immediately formulate disaster prevention plans for the surrounding coastal areas to avoid potential catastrophes. I'll have to ask you two to go to Poisson first. I'll meet you there to check on the situation once I finish things here.
There's no time to lose! Let's get going!
Please be careful.
Alright. Gehen wir nach Poisson. Und sagen den Leuten, dass sie sich da mal verpissen sollen. Es sei denn, die wollen sich in Wasser auflösen. Aber das wollen sie wahrscheinlich nicht.
Oh no! What happened here? Navia should be around here, right?
Oh no. Okay, ich hätte hier auch runterlaufen können. Macht nichts.
We haven't seen a single soul all the way here.
What will I ever do now?
Look! There's someone...
Just stay put. We're coming up. Watch your balance.
All right, just hurry. I'm not young anymore. How will I survive on my own? My Desiree!
Oh, he looks pretty sad.
My leg! My leg! How could this have happened? It hurts!
Just hang in there. Help is on the way. You can hold my hand if it makes you feel better.
Das hat den Leuten ja hier richtig getroffen. Hätte ich jetzt nicht gedacht. Gehen wir weiter. Ah, wow.
Oh, it's Navia. She's over there. Hey, Navia, are you okay?
Übrigens,
You're here.
wenn Navia rauskommt, werde ich auf Navia pullen.
As we could.
Sofern denn ihr
As you
Kit
can see, the
gut
water
ist.
level suddenly
Und das
rose,
nicht so eine riesen Enttäuschung wird
caused quite the
wie bei
disturbance, in fact.
Dia. Weil, ja. Dia ist nun mal echt
Demoiselle,
ein
there was a
3-Sterne-Charakter.
wounded resident next to a building southeast of here. We've already transported him to safety, but we've run out of medical supplies.
He's wounded? How badly?
He fell, so it's probably a broken leg. He's pretty shaken up. When the water level rose, he desperately climbed up to the roof. Once the water receded and he saw the ground, he became terrified and eventually...
He jumped down then. Find the leader of Squad 1 and tell him to take the wounded resident to see it.
Understood.
Oh.
I'll take over his search and rescue mission in the meantime.
Geskippt.
All right, you'll be in charge. I'm sorry. Where were we?
The situation in Poisson?
Ah, right. Allow me to explain. A little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise. At first, everyone thought that something might have exploded in the waterways. But before we knew it, water started pouring out from everywhere. The rushing water seemed a little
Warum war das gerade so leise?
almost like the unique color of primordial seawater. Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water
Sehr seltsam.
didn't have a chance to escape. Those who realized what was happening started to flee in a panic, desperately trying to get to higher ground. The Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible, but there have been a lot of casualties. Fortunately, the water began to recede after some time, and the chaos came to an end. The water that flooded the area contained primordial seawater, so the lower levels of Poisson are still hazardous. To ensure everyone's safety, I've asked the people there to leave as soon as possible. No one knows if this could happen again. All we can do for now is try our best to help evacuate the residents. We still haven't completed the head count, but we'll have some numbers soon.
How awful. And all of this just came out of nowhere.
It was quite frightening indeed. I only wish that everything that just happened was a bad dream.
Is there any way we can help, Navia?
Thank you for being so willing to help in a moment of crisis like this. You don't know how much it means to me. I really can't express how grateful I am.
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
Demoiselle, we've got a situation here.
I'll be right there. Sorry, I need to go for now.
And off she goes.
Sind die beiden etwa tot?
Before she can take a break.
Ja, so habe ich auch gerade gedacht. Sind die jetzt tot, die beiden? Die
Okay, the wounded are being
beiden
tended to,
Angestellten von ihr,
and
die
we
wir schon
finished a
kennen.
preliminary head count.
Ihr Diener da, der eine,
More
der
support
Alte.
has just arrived, so of course we should remain ready for anything and continue doing our best to rescue other traveler. Paimon, would you two accompany me to my father's grave for a moment?
Huh? Right now?
Thank you.
Katsching. Das müssen wir abholen hier. Was haben wir bekommen? Werde Zeuge der Katastrophe in Poisson. Ach so. Okay. Ach ja, Leute, tut mir leid, aber diese Ausrufezeichen, die gehen mir gerade alle ein bisschen auf den Sack. Ich muss die echt mal wegmachen. Genauso wie das hier. So, das. Ja, also. Das geht ja so nicht, ne? Das nervt schon ein bisschen. Und wir müssen an die Oberfläche. So, ab nach da unten. Ja, also wenn die jetzt alle tot sind, also was heißt alle, haben ja wohl Leute überlebt, aber wenn jetzt die beiden anderen da tot sind, das schlägt ein auf ihr, auf sie, auf ihr. Ne, das drückt sie runter. So.
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation in Poisson,
Right. That's how things are now.
Navia? Navia, what's wrong?
Sorry. I just... Malus and Silver, they won't ever come back here again.
Okay, sind beiden tot.
What should I do, Papa?
Huh? What happened to them?
Och, der Paimon ist so dumm. Was ist wohl mit den beiden passiert? Die sind ja wohl jetzt gerade bei der Katastrophe gestorben. Ey,
Everyone agreed on the rescue plan, but still, they were helping evacuate the residents, but they couldn't leave in time, and they were caught in the
Ja, okay, die haben sich jetzt geopfert, ja. Und sie hat halt Schuldgefühle, weil sie ja eigentlich den Plan initiiert hat. Obwohl die zugestimmt haben, aber...
I've known them for so long. And I know they weren't afraid. I could at least hold a funeral for my father. And I know where he rests. But as for Malus and Silver, they're just...
Everything looks so clean after it rains. Even the gravestones. I didn't expect that you'd enjoy a glass of red wine in front of Master Callus's grave.
I can understand. Besides, the scenery here isn't half bad.
See, it's not just me. I always want to bring something when I visit Papa.
How could Master ever be upset with you, Demoiselle? Yet the cemetery is the home of those who have passed, is it not?
Buying yourself a plot in advance, are you?
No need yet. But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus, Demoiselle.
Hey, stop joking around.
I'm quite serious. That way, it'll save us both the trip to see each other whenever you visit your father's grave.
That makes sense. In that case, could I be buried on his other side?
After all, besides you, Demoiselle, the two of us could certainly be considered Master's closest companions, no?
Personally, I believe we fill those shoes just fine.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously. But I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip? I'd make the journey even if I had to visit you two somewhere else. I promised to let them rest in peace here. But here I am breaking that promise. I'm sorry for letting you see me in a mess like this. I don't usually cry, really.
Paimon doesn't know how to help you feel better. But, well...
I had always thought I could make my wishes come true. But now that I think about it, that never solely relied on me. Malus and Silver have helped me so much. But I'm so sorry.
You can spend as much time as you need here, Navia. We'll stay with you.
Thank you. Right now, by the way, you can have a look at this. It's a list of victims from the incident that took place here.
Obena, Khan, Burnett, Giverny. So, everyone else is safe.
It's okay. I know what you think.
Es sind doch ziemlich viele Leute gestorben.
You're right.
Ich habe keine Ahnung, mit so
We
5
lost
gerechnet oder
Malus
so.
and Silver. The overall outcome indicates that the cost...
Right. Don't think that way, Navia. One person might be saved at the expense of another, sure, but that isn't something we should ever consider a trade. Malus and Silver were not the price for saving anyone.
You're right. Thank you, Paimon. What you said just now was pretty amazing, actually.
Oh.
Seems you've become more eloquent in the time since we last met.
Ey!
The knave? What are you doing here?
Ja, was machst du hier?
Is everything going well on your side?
Yes, my people are carrying out the mission according to your request. All the residents of Poisson have been evacuated, and we're preparing to relocate them to higher ground.
Die arbeiten zusammen?
As for these supplies, we have everything taken care of. There is no need to worry.
Als ob?
Thank you very much.
Was hab ich verpasst?
Do you two know each other?
We just met recently. Right, Miss Navia?
Usually, I would call this a coincidental encounter. that doesn't quite fit this time. Besides, it never even crossed my mind that a Fatui Harbinger would come looking for me. Thanks to the Knave, Spina di Rosula received generous support from the Fatui, which allowed us to complete the rescue and evacuation work so quickly.
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive developments. We were already in the area, in any case, so it was nothing. That said, I must say that you're a lot sharper than you let on. I'm sure you understand what I mean.
I apologize for all the ways in which I tested you previously. We've never worked with a Fatui before, and it's extremely important for us to know who we're working with. My subordinates have reported that Fatui soldiers have been observing water levels and taking head counts in various locations. I hear that they've also prepared a large amount of emergency supplies. I'm quite surprised.
This is nothing to brag about, nor do I intend to. It is simply the way of powerful organizations to act forcefully, whether they are doing good or ill. You've witnessed that firsthand, in any case. As I've told this traveler before, I know of the prophecy, and I intend to prevent the impending disaster. Lending your organization a hand was a natural first step in accomplishing that. As such, do not be troubled by this token of our sincerity. Perhaps one day, you'll also be able to help me in the same way.
Without your help, there would have been many more casualties. I won't forget your kindness.
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malus and Silver. I only wish that my people could have arrived a little earlier to prevent this from happening.
Don't say that. You and your subordinates did everything you could. As Paimon said, Malus and Silver didn't choose to sacrifice themselves for any specific person. And they weren't the price paid for other salvation. They chose to become heroes themselves. I've never liked hearing people put it that way. It's like trying to relieve pain by saying some noble-sounding words. But right now, there's nothing more suitable.
You're right. I'm sorry for your loss, Miss Knott. Water is life to Fontaine's people, and it also spells disaster. It's no wonder that people always say that prophecies represent fate. Fortunately, I've never been one for such opinions.
So, you're one who will try to change fate then?
Of course. That is why I'm going to Hotel Bouffe de Thé. I still have some things to take care of, and the children need my attention.
Hotel Bouffe de Thé.
By the way, traveler, Paimon, one more thing.
Alright, then we'll just... Huh? This isn't right. Paimon thought you would ask us to walk with you for a moment so you could tell us something in private.
That is a clever and useful conversation technique, which I do like to use when necessary. But there's no need today. It would not hurt to have Miss Navia listening in. Traveler, I'm sure you remember that I said we could work together when we had the chance. You and I both know that there may be issues with the Primordial Sea. Previously, it was the Fortress of Meripede's sluice gate, and this time it was the water levels in Poisson. These are both signals. Indeed. Allow me to share the latest intel I've received from the House of the Hearth's intelligence network with you. During some recent investigations, a child claimed to have discovered some ruins near Poisson. The ruins date back to ancient times, and seem to be worth investigating in many ways. Judging by the dating of the ruins, they may be related to the prophecy and the coming crisis. The situation is becoming more urgent, so any pertinent information will prove extremely precious. My people initially came to prepare for ruin exploration. Unexpectedly, this disaster struck, and at present, we're all busy prioritizing the rescue effort.
So that's why the Fatui were already in Poisson.
I wanted to take the children along, but unfortunately, Linny, Lynette, and Fremine have all been dispatched to higher ground to assist affected residents. Linny told me that outside of the house, the person they trust most is you, which is why I want to give you this task. The House of the Hearth's members see each other as family, but Linny, Lynette, and Fremine said that they also see you as such, even though you are not from the house. I'm sure you already understand how earnest they consider their friendship with you to be.
Oh, that somehow makes Paimon feel kinda happy.
The intel I just shared about the ruins could fetch a high price. But since the children consider you family, it's only natural that I freely share it with you.
Got it! So all we gotta do is go to some ruins, right? We can handle that.
Excuse me, but may I tag along?
You wish to join, Miss Navia?
But are you sure you're up to exploring some ruins? You need to rest.
Well, I'm sad, yes. But I can't just go back and plop myself into a chair by the roadside and do nothing.
Ich wollte gerade sagen, wäre doch jetzt krass, wenn wenn Navia jetzt mitkommt, dass wir Navia ausprobieren können. Aber Alessandro kommt auch mit. Die werden wir aber auch nicht ausprobieren können. Und man kann die Charakter ja erst ausprobieren, wenn sie draußen sind. Sofern ich das jetzt verstanden habe. Und das wird ja erst in einem guten Monat erst wieder der Fall sein. Oder? Also gar nicht, wie lange die Version jetzt geht. Aber so ein Monat könnte schon hinhauen, doch. Ja, also Navia erst in einem Monat. Sie ist ja schon fertig. Ihr Kit ist ja schon da, ihr Modell ist da, bla bla. Also die ist ja in den Spieldateien theoretisch schon da. Deswegen haben ja auch manche Leaker auch schon Zugang dazu. Weil die sich da halt irgendwie reinhacken, reinfuchsen. Aber, na.
There's no point in being depressed while we still have a disaster on our hands. As my father's successor, I must live up to the hopes he had in me. Besides, I'm also doing this for myself. I need something, a distraction, to keep my mind off Malus and Silver.
Since you put it that way, I have no objections. What do you say, traveler? All right. The ruins are to the south of Poisson. Here's the map.
Okay, the three of us will handle it. Come on, let's pack up and get going.
Da kann man sich doch nicht hintippen. Nicht in einster Weise. Schade. Oh. Na. Ich markiere mir die Stelle. Oder? Habe ich die schon? Ich glaube, das ist wieder diese Weltquest mit diesem kleinen Mädchen. Ich markiere mir das mal. Ja, also sieht doch schon sehr verdächtig aus. Da muss man wahrscheinlich den Dude dann irgendwo hier hinpacken, wo es auch blau ist. Und am Ende. Ja. Ja. Naja, egal. Einen anderen Mal. Weil ich werde jetzt bestimmt nicht mitten in der Quest Dings machen. Neue Weltquest. Aber ich gucke gerade. Wir brauchen ja noch für Charlotte. Das mache ich dann aber gleich mit, ne? Tut mir leid, ich wollte die Archon Quest vielleicht sehen, aber das finde ich jetzt gerade wichtiger.
Gotcha. Hold that pose. Next on the agenda. Way behind schedule.
So. Schön looten hier. Davon zwar extrem viel.
Next on the agenda.
Aber schadet ja nicht, ne? Und die nächste ist auch gleich in der Nähe. Hervorragend.
Busted.
Access denied.
Wow. Wirft er einfach mit Steinen auf mich. Ach, der war nicht im Radius. Ärgerlich. Ah, ja, toll. Wieder 2. Okay, ich habe einfach durch die Füße geschossen, aber durch die Frostblüte dann nur erwischt. Naja, gut. Kann man machen.
Healthy body, healthy mind.
Healthy body, healthy mind. Ja, ja, ja. Ist wieder hier rote Punkte. Geht ja gar nicht. Geht ja gar nicht. Oh, weia. Ah, so. Immer noch nicht im Max Level. Könnte ich zwar machen, aber ach, damit doch nicht. Damit doch nicht. Das nehmen wir auch noch Flink mit. Flink. Flux mit. So. Waren die schon immer hier? Ja, okay, ich glaube, das gehört mit zum neuen Gebiet dann, ne? Entweder gehört es mit zum neuen Gebiet oder das habe ich halt nie gesehen, weil das hier so am Rand ist. Ja, da muss ich rein.
So, are these the ruins the knave was talking about?
They seem to be pretty ancient, all right.
Let's go in and have a look.
Just be careful.
Oder können wir sie doch ausprobieren? Das wäre sehr ungewöhnlich, oder? Also das ist ja wirklich sehr ungewöhnlich, wenn wir jetzt da doch Navia ausprobieren können. Wäre cool. Nee, okay. Kurz gehofft. Das ist wieder so eine Ruine, wo du nur ein einziges Mal rein kannst. Deswegen will ich jetzt eigentlich gucken, ob man hier irgendwo eine Kiste hat. Nein. Ich dachte gerade eben dieser Trümmerhaufen in der Kiste. Oh nein. Kann ja nicht klettern. Deswegen backt er an den Kanten hier rum. Ja, ja. Ist hier doch was? Nee. Scam. Alles nur Scam. Ja, ich will hier nichts verpassen. Ja. Oh.
Take it easy.
Wer schläft denn da? Ach so. So ein Elektro-Typi.
Here comes the catch.
Tada. Heilen wir die mal. Hier? Oh, shit, Mann. Digga, einfach Halloween-Jumpscare geworden, oder was? Hier ist eine Kiste auf jeden Fall. Dead. Noch irgendwas anderes? Nö. Die Kiste sieht sehr verdächtig aus, aber ist nur eine Objektkiste.
This place has also been contaminated by primordial seawater.
Yeah. And a lot of it, too. A Fontanian would most likely dissolve the moment they fell in.
Ja, pass auf, Alter! Wenn du jetzt hier stirbst, dann können wir dich nicht spielen in Zukunft.
Right. You can't go down if there's primordial seawater. It's too dangerous, and it won't be any help for you to just stay here. Don't get by my wrong. We're not saying you're useless. It's just...
No, you're right. I can't do anything in this situation. I'll leave this to you. That complicates things. Maybe the only way left is forward.
In that case, do you want to wait for us here?
The water levels here are unstable, and there's a chance the water will rise. So, staying here wouldn't be safe either. I'll go together with you. Perhaps we'll find the exit just up ahead.
All right. Come with us.
Da ist sie wohl gefangen. Damn, wenn man aus Fontaine ist. Aber wenn es jetzt nur nach vorne geht, wie würde sie nach hier kommen? Okay.
Let's try climbing over from the
Hier
side.
würde sie rübergehen. Was passiert, wenn wir in das Wasser gehen? Warum? Warum? Ach, das ist gemein. Ich meine, das ist Primordial Seawater. Aber wir sind nicht aus Fontaine, also lösen wir uns nicht auf. Wieso darf ich dann da nicht rein? Okay. Alright then. Alright then. Achso. Wappa, yo, wa? Hä? Ach, da. Ja, ich bin auch so richtig blind mal wieder. Sachen zum Untersuchen. Rettich, wow. Beste Loot ever. Sesam, öffne dich. Junge, Digga, was ist das? Hä? Das ist doch irgend so ein Fontaine-Dings schon wieder. Ich hab verfehlt. Dann Ernie. Ach, wie hoch muss man denn zielen? Ah, das war schon ziemlich knapp. Jetzt aber, oder? Jawohl. Gut, das ist Fontaine-Mechanismus-Kram, aber antik. Interessant auf jeden Fall. Ich frage mich nur immer, wieso in Fontaine so viel Unterwasserruinen sind. What the fuck? Was ist mit der Kamera? Digga, was ist mit der Kamera passiert? Okay, jetzt ist wieder normal. Ey, das ist ja voll cool. Mach normal. Hä? Doch, normal spielen kann man nur. Hä, warum ist das so? Hätte man hier runter gucken können?
Wait, there's something wrong with this bridge. Run for it!
Ich muss weiter. Fuck. Fuck. Okay, kann ja keiner ahnen, dass hier plötzlich so Dinge... Ich habe Panik bekommen, ja. Kurz noch auf Stamina warten. Ausdauer. Hoch mit dir. Ach, sogar animiert. Cool. Na, wir rennen um dein Leben. Ach, er redet auch mal wieder. Oh. Oh, was? Was? Navia? Hä? Als ob... Ist sie jetzt reingefallen? Oder wir haben sie ganz schnell wieder rausgeholt, oder?
Demoiselle.
Hä? Hä?
Demoiselle, what are you doing here by yourself? Would you be standing here till dark if I hadn't come to get you?
Maybe she just wants some time to herself, Malus.
Ist es jetzt...
Oh. Was I?
Yes, it would appear so.
I must...
That's quite possible. However, you were the one that suggested we go out for a walk.
Jo, ist das schon wieder crazy.
Right. I nearly forgot.
Ist es jetzt eine Erinnerung? Ist es...
It must
Ist sie
have slipped my
ohnmächtig?
mind
Ist
when I
es so eine Art
dozed off.
Koma? Ist es
I haven't had a nap today yet.
die Welt, in die man betritt als Fontaine-Typi, wenn man
Is a familiar feeling, yet
ins Urwasser kommt? Was ist das?
strange.
Is something the matter, Demoiselle?
Oh, no. I was just trying to recall why we came out.
Do you remember Mr. Giverny? He'd requested our help before with foreign merchants who had a debt
Wir haben diesen
dispute with him,
Wasserfall.
and we'd resolved.
We were headed to see how things were
Sorry, dass
going
ich jetzt hier
in
ein bisschen
Canada.
skippe, aber
Right.
so diesen
Yes.
komischen Smalltalk,
I
da hab ich echt keinen
remember
Bock drauf.
Oh, Miss Navia. Ah, Mr. Malus. And Mr. Silver, too.
How have you been?
I've been great. They were knocking at my door.
Sometimes.
Oh, yes. Miss Navia, these are some flower seeds that I prepared.
Okay, Blumensamen für
Please
Navia.
take them. I don't know what we
Okay.
will.
Did you cultivate them?
Why, we can have
Blumentöpfe.
as many pots as you'd like, Demoiselle.
Perfect. In that case, we'll swap out some of the
Erstmal
decorative plants.
Blumenpflanzen, alles
Very
klar.
well.
Martins.
Something seems to be off here.
Ja.
Excuse me, madam. If I'm not mistaken, you're...
That's right.
No, it's nothing.
Ja,
This is the first time we've ever met, but your
Ja.
name seemed
sie hat
familiar
gerade
to
gefragt,
me.
ob das... Ja,
I've heard this name before. Sometime
Ja, die
recently,
ist schon
I'm sure
tot.
of it. And why are there so few people around here?
weil da jetzt nur die Leute sind, die tot
We
sind.
must mind the time, Demoiselle.
We do...
Well, now, do
Miss Navia, here you are. I've been looking.
My trial? Wait.
Yes, she's right, Demoiselle. It's just about time.
Oh?
Hä? Irgendwas stimmt da echt nicht. Jo! Was geht, Lupus? Im Chat. Daumen nach oben da lassen, definitiv, Meister.
Look, it's Navia. She's here.
And her two
Okay,
attendants are
jetzt
with
kommen die in
her.
die Oper.
Goodness.
Also irgendetwas
Everyone's
stimmt
finally
hier
here.
ganz gewaltig nicht.
There sure are a lot of people here to see the trial. And they all seem to be Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen.
Ja, ja.
Why are so many people here? And why do I have no recollection of this case?
Das sind doch alles die Namen von den Leuten, die
And as
verschwunden
for the
sind.
judge,
Oder vermisst, tot, was auch immer.
Huh?
Und warum ist Henry nicht da?
Where's
Ja.
Mr. Neuvillette?
please sit in the
Und was ist das
defendant's
jetzt für ein
seat.
Prozess?
Don't
Was ist denn
worry,
nichts zu machen,
Silver and
oder?
I shall accompany you.
All right. But
Typically, it wouldn't be allowed, but
Aha. Hm?
Hey, what kind of place do they think this is?
Come on. Do they have any idea what they're doing?
enough with the whispering!
My dear Miss Navia, have you not yet realized what you've done? As all here know, you are Master Callus's successor. After you took over the Spina, you treated all of us just like the late Master Callus had. If anyone in need, not only you, but your butler, your subordinates, nearly everyone in the...
Wait a moment.
Yes, correct. Absolutely right. And that is why you stand accused. You have helped so many people get through so many difficulties.
Hä?
We are one big family, all of us who are from Poisson, inextricable. Therefore, this fair and honorable court shall declare you guilty, and you shall stay here. You will be together with us.
Huh? What? Everything you have said is correct. I have indeed done a lot
Daumen
for
hoch
my
von
hometown,
Jason. Okay,
and
nice.
I would be willing to be with you all, but what is the purpose of having me stand here like this?
Also,
What is there to
ganz,
discuss?
Ah,
ganz
well, if
komisch.
that's what you think, then I have no further
How wonderful, Miss Navia!
I know all these people.
Ja, warum lachen die? Würde ich auch gerne wissen.
I seem to remember now. Yes,
Wait just a moment. This isn't right!
Hä? Die
Malus?
erinnern sich?
What was that,
An
Mr.
was?
Malus? Our conclusion is very clear and unanimous. Let the court judge her now. She's...
Stay here, Navia! You're one of us!
Demoiselle, don't admit guilt. This trial means to keep you here forever.
I wish to exercise my right to defend Our Lady. Mr. Joinville, you only...
She was born free an independent spirit.
Digga, das ist bis
She's
jetzt
never been tied
die
down to
zweitverwirrendste
anything.
Quest
Indeed, even the death of Master
im
Callus
gesamten
couldn't
Spiel.
stop her.
Gleich nach der
Her
Quest
actions
mit
cannot serve
im
as
Sumeru,
proof that she
mit der, mit dem
identifies
Traum.
herself as part of any... Please do not mistake her
Und man dachte, das ist eine
actions
Zeitschleife,
as
aber
being
dann doch
otherwise.
nicht.
Really? As an individual, you say? Don't forget, we are all Fontanians here. This, even if Miss Navi, everything is now I speak for everyone.
Wir sind uns einig,
Our
Navia soll bleiben.
opinion is
Und
consistent.
Navia und wir sind
Navia
eins.
should stay.
And you would call this justice? Have you forgotten how much you all once longed to become?
Do you mean to defy our justice?
If your justice is flawed,
What
then
the
why should
fuck,
we
Digga, was
acknowledge
geht
it?
hier ab, Mann?
As you said, we can also have our own justice. Silver and I shall defend Demoiselle. And that is how we will enforce justice.
Ugh, my head... It hurts.
Demoiselle,
Silver, it hurts. My head is spinning. All I can see is stars swirling in front of me. I remember now. Everything that seemed odd from the very beginning. Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen, and Mr. Giverny and Mrs. Burnett, who we met earlier. Even Malus and Silver. I don't want to admit it,
Wir
but,
sind alle tot, aber warum sieht sie die?
but they're all dead.
don't be afraid. And don't admit guilt. We
Absurd! Who are you to say that don't let them escape? We shall...
Mr. Malus and Mr. Silver, must you be so stubborn? How could the two of you possibly hope to stand against the collective?
Hä?
Do not resist.
Was passiert
This
hier?
judgment is fair and just.
Was passiert hier?
Navia
Was war denn das?
belongs to us. After all that happened, she should not be left alone.
Oceanid! Oceanid! Oceanid!
Saying. No more excuses.
Auch eine Oceanid! Alles ist Oceanid, was?
She says we're jealous. Jealous? Huh. How could she possibly?
What's with these people?
Who's jealous of her?
She belongs to us.
Bro, what? Alle Oceanid, hä?
Silence.
Ach, New Villette ist da.
That's...
Und seine Macht sorgt für Ruhe.
Monsieur Neuvillette!
Such commotion is prohibited in the court. The accusations you just presented are nonsense. The court will adjourn for the rest of the day. In this, I shall hear no objections from any unauthorized party.
Our thanks, Monsieur.
Please leave with me, Miss Navia, while there is still time.
But
Go on now, Demoiselle. This is your only chance.
loose.
My apologies. I
Also ist sie
couldn't
doch
resist
reingefallen?
making one little joke once I
Und
realized.
wird jetzt von New Villette gerettet? Oder was, hä? Wenn ja, dann...
Silver.
Quickly, you must come now.
Goodbye, Demoiselle.
Farewell.
Bro, was?
No, wait! Just a second!
Navia?
You're awake. Good.
Ach, hat sie aufgefangen.
Malus and Silver were still alive, and they were... They...
It looks like you're all right.
Denke ich mal.
Did all the
Zumindest.
sad feelings cause you to have a
The ruins you were exploring suffered a cave-in. When I arrived, I found you falling toward the water. You were just about to be dissolved within, but
Aber du?
I think I saw 2 Oceanids protecting you. It was only for a moment, perhaps even a fraction of a second, but they gave me the chance to retrieve you. Were it not for their intervention, I would not have been able to rescue you before
Und
your
das,
consciousness
diese
dissipated.
Traumdings, was wir gerade gesehen haben, war dann die Erklärung dafür quasi, was eigentlich passiert ist. Als Metapher bloß bildlich dargestellt. Interessant. Also Oceanids haben Navia gerettet. Und diese Oceanids sind wahrscheinlich die beiden Dudes gewesen. Jemilus und der andere Dude. Yo.
Are you okay?
Und auch das Ganze mit Vache damals.
Oh, I am quite all right. Perhaps there's something we could chat about?
Why do you look so stiff? Oh, Paimon knows.
I merely thought that we should give Navia some time to herself.
Huh?
I suppose so. Ah, Sigewin. I hope all is well with her these days. Her work in the fortress of Merpeed has not been too
Sigewin.
much.
No way, don't worry.
I see. Well, that is good.
Oh, and the Duke also says hi.
Thank you. I have indeed been busy.
He still doesn't know what to tell. So, Neverlet, you're probably quite the swimmer, huh?
Yes, of course.
This isn't going anywhere. Let's try something else.
Yes, in fact. I had arranged to meet you in Poisson, but when I arrived, I
Will sie
discovered
loswerden
that
oder
the
was?
Tui were helping the residents evacuate.
Paimon, lass
They had
Neuvillette in
even
Ruhe.
transported a large quantity of supplies to the area. Amid my astonishment, I ran into the knave, and we had a chat. She informed me that she had asked you to investigate the ancient ruins here.
Yeah,
Aha.
we originally planned to meet up with you, but
Übrigens für die Leute, die es nicht wissen und zugucken, aus irgendeinem Grund auch immer und es immer noch nicht wissen. Neuvillette ist der Hydro-Drache, reinkarniert als Mensch. War eigentlich klar von Anfang an, aber viele Leute haben die Geschichte nicht so. Aber er hat nicht seine volle Power, weil er erklärt hat, dass die jeweiligen Archons das Gnosis, also das göttliche Herz ja besitzen, oder Besitz haben. Und das ist quasi so der Schlüssel quasi zur vollen Macht. Und diese Macht ist gestohlen oder geliehen von den also von den Drachen allgemein des jeweiligen Elements. Das heißt, damit Neuvillette seine volle Kraft wieder bekommt, braucht er das göttliche Herz von Farina. Beziehungsweise weiß man ja nicht, ob Farina der Archon ist, aber eigentlich schon. Und ja. Erstmal wieder voll vom Thema abgekommen. Ich bin, ehrlich gesagt, so lost gerade. Ich weiß nicht, was ich sagen wollte. Was wollte ich denn gerade sagen, Mann? Wo waren wir denn stehen geblieben? Genau. Neuvillette braucht das Herz, das göttliche Herz von Farina. Ah, nicht schon wieder. Nicht beeilen. Ach, das geht auch kaputt. Ey, ich habe keine Stamina mehr. Ah, bodenlos. Ach, nee. Ach, Digga, ich habe keine Ausdauer mehr gehabt. Wie soll ich denn da hochkommen, hä? Meister. Mach mal alles wieder ganz. Bau mal. Ja, ach, Digga. Es ist doch wieder so typisch. Oh, keine Ausdauer haben ist so bodenlos. Eieiei. Ja, auf jeden Fall braucht er das göttliche Herz. Er wollte sich das auch schnappen, aber Farina hat es ja scheinbar nicht. Deswegen frage ich mich jetzt, wie das Ganze dann vonstatten läuft. Ob er seine ganze Macht wieder bekommt oder nicht. Wenn ja, dann wäre es ja, glaube ich, der einzige gerade von allen, die kann die volle Macht wieder haben. Ja. Weil er hat ja gesagt, dass er das Ganze easy beseitigen könnte, das ganze Problem mit dem Primordial Seawater und so weiter und so fort. Aber er hat halt nicht die Macht dazu. Gut. Die Stamina lädt sich hier in der Situation irgendwie extrem langsam auf. Keine Ahnung warum. Was so krass lange dauert hier mit der Ausdauer. No. Boah, ja. Ja.
Yeah. Things are about to get dicey. Quietly now.
Wie der 2. Okay. Also die 3 im Dreier-Team ist schon ein bisschen bodenlos.
We're way behind schedule.
Aua.
Born of ice and frost. Dissipate. Say cheese.
Gotcha.
We're way next on the
Busted.
Ja, ich habe ihn nicht bekommen. Das war ja jetzt nicht so schön. Wie lange machst du noch? Kommst du gleich Fortnite? Ich habe vor, die Hälfte fertig zu machen. Die Archon Quest hat ja immer mehrere Teile. Jetzt ist ja gerade Akt 5. Und der Akt 5 hat ja, glaube ich, mehrere Stufen. Habe ich das in Erinnerung? Und da wollte ich eigentlich die Stufe zu Ende machen. Beziehungsweise so lange, bis ich glaube, einen Punkt erreicht zu haben, wo man das nächste Mal gut weitermachen kann. Also auf jeden Fall die Domain hier, weil wenn ich hier jetzt ausmache, ist ein bisschen blöd. Aber ja. So lange sollte es eigentlich nicht mehr dauern. Ich frage mich immer noch, was das da für ein Teil ist. Der Gerät. Aber ja. Riesengroß hier schon wieder. Untersuche den Raum vor dir. Sehr großer Raum, sehr viel Platz, ein komisches rundes Kreisding in der Mitte, Tür geht hinter mir zu. Bosskampf? Fragezeichen.
Looks like we've reached the end.
This is the place. There should not be any other hidden spaces in the vicinity.
The path sure had some twists and turns, but it turns out that this place isn't actually that big.
Da ist was an der Wände. Ach.
Stone slates.
LOL.
It seems like they were put here as an offering.
Die Prophezeiung.
Could we take them down and have a look?
Huh?
Perhaps we should just leave them be for now.
There are 4 locations in total, but only 3 stone slates. The slate that should be
Da
in the
ist was
first
kaputt
empty spot
gegangen.
is missing.
Nein. Oh, das hätte ich so gern gesehen, den Anfang. Nein.
The surrounding walls also show signs of damage.
There's something written below. Let Paimon see.
dass es ein Reich, das dazu bestimmt ist, zerstört zu werden. Ich werde die Geschichte seiner Zukunft hier in seiner Vergangenheit aufzeichnen. What the fuck?
It feels like someone left these slates and these words here for a purpose. But does he mean that Fontaine should be...
That would fit the circumstances dictated by the prophecy, yes.
There's a person kneeling here.
Ist das der vorherige
And there's a whole bunch of
vor
other
Farina?
people behind her doing the
Das sind
same.
dann Fontanians.
She's
Und
facing
das
this,
ist Celestia wahrscheinlich. Sieht zwar nicht aus wie Celestia, aber fliegende
some
Insel.
kinda
Also,
island in the sky?
And is that
das
Lady
Farina
Farina
eindeutig, das
in
sieht
the
man.
third image? Did the Hydro Archon fall into the water?
And is that a ring of people around her?
The fourth image. I know this one. This exactly matches the content of the prophecy.
Aha. Und sie ist jetzt alleine auf dem Thron, wenn alle anderen tot sind im Wasser.
The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain. More information should be hidden in these slates, but I fear I cannot easily uncover it. Most likely due to us missing the first...
Don't blame yourself, Monsieur Nervalette. Deciphering ancient stone slates...
Ooh, the Paimon's getting the chills just look. This says that it...
I really hope it doesn't...
Still, Paimon feels like these images are
That's right! If the images are in chronological order, shouldn't the fourth, the waters drowning Fontaine, come before the third? Where the Hydro Archon herself falls into the water?
And yet the order is reversed here.
Ah. Das ist aber sehr verwirrend. Ja, zu welcher Sünde bekennen sich die Menschen auf dem Bild?
If we go by timing, Lady Farina only emerges in the third
Ein
image.
Bild auch, das bedeutet, dass
That
die Person
means
im
that the
zweiten Bild
person
der
in the
ehemalige
second
Hydro
image
sein könnte.
might
Ja,
be...
genau.
Egeria, then.
Egeria.
I had never met her, but her appearance here does match the records. The previous Archon kneeling before the floating island in the skies, as if confessing a sin.
Did she herself commit that sin? And also, I'm still wondering why these ancient stone slates are here at all. Judging from their contents, could this...
But who would have created these slates and left these...
It seems that any further clues will have to come from Farina.
In that case, there's no time to lose. There's nothing else to be gained here, so let's head back first.
Yeah, we'd better get somewhere safe for now.
In Wirklichkeit spielt es keine Rolle mehr, wer diese Platten geschaffen hat. Entscheidend ist, ob die Prophezeiung wahr wird. Ja, wird sie. Herausforderung bestanden. Okay. Hier ist eine Kiste. Mit Loot zum Upgraden. Ja. Man kennt's ja nicht anders, ne?
Let's split up here. I'm going to check on what's happening with the Spina. You know how it is.
You still haven't...
Just head back to the...
I'll depart as well.
Ja, ja,
Thanks
wir
for your
verabschieden
hard work
uns und
traveling.
jeder macht das, was er noch machen
I'm sure
muss.
that
Die
you're
wichtigen Sachen
concerned
müssen
about
erledigt
this matter
werden.
as well.
Immer
If you
diese
have time,
Abschiede.
drop
Ich
by
warte
my
im Büro
office.
auf dich.
Are you really gonna...
Das ist
She
immer
has
so
long
nervig.
Alright.
I will be...
Traveler, Paimon.
Also Abschied
Our
am
safe house
Ende
at
von
the
einer richtigen
Flintstone
Quest,
is
ja,
always
aber
open.
mittendrin so ein
Alright.
kurzzeitiger Abschied ist immer langweilig. Oh, nee, okay. Ich habe jetzt gerade gedacht, der Bildschirm... Doch, oder? Nee, geht noch weiter. Ich habe jetzt gedacht, wir haben die Hälfte erreicht. Oder ein Viertel, ein Viertel.
And there's good food. Paimon's already starting to forget...
Paimon hat...
Voice.
Ach, Mona!
Who I think it is.
Du Bitch! Ich hab dich noch nicht! Ich habe jeden fucking Standard-Banner-Charakter. Aber Mona, die Schlampe, habe ich noch nicht, Alter.
It's you two.
Die will einfach nicht
What are you doing in
gepult werden.
Fontaine?
Die will einfach nicht meine Truppe betreten, die Kuh. Extrem guter Support-Charakter. Und gute Hydro-Application. Du machst Hydro die ganze Zeit auf dem Feld. Du machst Ult, Hydro die ganze Zeit auf dem Feld. Mona Magistus.
Seriously? Use as a scry glass when I...
Still, we didn't expect
Den
to see
Namen hat sie
you
jetzt nicht
here.
erwartet.
Wait,
Well, I have some business. Why did you think I was from Fontaine, though? Is that because Magistus doesn't sound much like a Mondstatter surname?
Ne?
Well, I used to have my own surname, which was, well, some other thing. Either way, the old hag told me when she took me as her disciple that the first step to being a great astrologist's pupil was
Das
to
alte
change
Weib.
that name. There was nothing for it, really. She really is amazing at astrology, so I changed my name to what it is now according to her wishes.
It isn't?
Nope. Although it is used by us in place of surnames, it generally just means great.
Wow.
Wow!
I reckon so. In any case, I'd give my disciple a name like this as well. Astroman's.
Whoa!
My name means.
Thrice as great?
I know.
Talk about it.
Magistus is thus the calling card of our school, so to speak.
That sounds terrible! But anyway, you're not fun.
Well, I was born.
Oh, that's a...
There's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean.
Ja, dass das Wasser komisch ist, weiß ich.
That was the main reason, yes. The invitation was sent quite...
What do you make...
What I can tell you is that I'm afraid that on the flip side...
A visionary?
Of course. The old hag could do it. And I bet there are others...
Thanks, Mona.
Oh,
Ja, danke schön.
indeed.
Die will nur
sorry.
die Bezahlung haben, weil sie...
I came to see what all the commotion was about.
Oh, whoops. Guess we were getting a little too carried away there. Well, I'll go tend to my own business now.
And there she goes, quick as rushing water. And here we are with...
Echt mal.
Carmen hadn't spoken for you. That's more luck. Good morning. To be honest, Paimon's still feeling. But it's time to get up.
Alright, das war's dann. Wir sehen uns dann in einem anderen Video wieder. Tschüss.